What if the magic that chose Billy Batson came not from the ancient Greco-Roman gods, but from the snow-covered mountains of Tibet, from the hidden temples of wisdom and wrathful protectors? A new champion rises. He is the one who walks between peace and power. He is the Tibetan Shazam. Let's break down Shazam so you at least know the concept of the video. Shazam, or Captain Marvel, is a orphan teenager named Billy Batson who transforms into this magical powerhouse named Shazam, or Captain Marvel. He is empowered by 6 legendary figures. Each figure is an acronym that represents the name Shazam. S, that's the wisdom of Solomon. H, strength of Hercules. A, stamina of Atlas. Z, power of Zeus. A, the courage of Achilles. And M, the speed of Mercury. Shout out to this comment for the idea. And if you have a similar idea, let me know in the comments and I see what I can do. All right, let's get into it. Who do we have first for the wisdom?
Namkhai Nyingpo, master of Vajra magic and spirit taming. Power equivalent, wisdom of Solomon. Instant understanding of sacred texts and languages. Spirit sensing abilities. Tactical knowledge from visions and meditation. Divine truth detection.
All right, so this is the wisdom of Solomon equivalent. I'm not even going to try to pronounce these names, all right? But this is the master, the saint, known for subduing spirits, has the power to tame demons, not by force, but with perfect understanding. Interesting, all right. Divine intellect, I get that. Grants supernatural understanding. Secret languages. Okay, magical code. Let's go. We're gonna check off a lot of these. It's off the gate. All right. Spiritual vision. What's that? Champion sees true form of things, whether it's spirit, illusion, or lies. There you go. There's no trickery. There's no mental tampering. We're gonna see things for what it is. This champion will not and cannot be fooled. Meditation. The champion can plan movements ahead of time, like a spiritual chess master. Wow, checkmate, back to back. There's no situation this champion is not going to see his way out of. I love it. Soul whisper, a passive ability that lets the champion sense the intentions of others, even unspoken. That's another layer we can peel back. It's just let us know more and more that this champion is going to be locked in. There's nothing you can say or do that this champion is not going to see or feel. The truth is there. It's a walking lie detector. I love it. All right. Who do we have next for the strength?
Hayagriva, wrathful, horse-headed protector. Power equivalent, strength of Hercules. Fierce, uncontrollable strength. Breaks through magical seals and demon barriers. Has the voice of thunder that can shake dimensions. Capable of wrestling with gods and titans.
All right. Okay. This is another name I cannot pronounce. Flaming body and horse head. Yeah, this is a beast. Spiritual dominance. Come on, y'all. This is getting more and more crazier. Mythic strength. Strength that challenges titans, demons, and even shadow-cursed mountains. Wow, that's a new one. That's a new one. The fact that this champion can challenge titans, demons, and even shadow-cursed mountains speaks to how powerful, how ferocious this champion is when it comes to brute strength. Voice of thunder, a roar that disrupts magic, rattle bones and knock enemies into unconsciousness. This is different. This is some Black Bolt whispering power from Marvel. Wow, this is up there. I never had a voice of thunder as a power. Yeah. Flame body mode increases. The champion becomes engulfed in red fire. An unstoppable force of divine wrath. Alright, well, we can stop the video right here because this is getting too out of hand. This is very unorthodox, you know. Somebody to take this champion off for this champion to tap into the flame body mode, you could have to really be pushing this champion limits. Divine grappling can wrestle spirit beasts, physically subdued. Wow, wow, okay, well, wow, so this might physically be the most powerful Shazam up to date. This is insane. Uh, yeah, this is a crazy early sign that this champion is going to be insane. All right, now let's move on to stamina. Let's get crazy.
Yama, king of the afterlife, power equivalent, stamina of Atlas, cannot be exhausted, immune to sickness, aging, or pain, can resist death magic and soul attacks, carries a cloak blessed by the dead that enhances vitality.
We have Yama. I could pronounce that. This is the king of the afterlife, the equivalent to Atlas when it comes to stamina. Deadless body. The champion does not feel fatigue or pain in battle like a soulmate flesh. That makes sense. Not mad at that. That is not a reach in my book. I can understand the correlation. The cloak. Hello, let's talk about this cloak. Where's the cloak woven from the breath of the dead? Enhanced spiritual endurance and immune response. We have some immunity, some defense, and endurance from this cloak. All right, that's going to help out with the physical, with the strength, and then this deathless body is definitely going to push this champion further than the limits it may have. You know what I'm saying? So this is great to have the stamina, soul resistance, mental and spiritual poison, necromancy, illusions to fear hold no sway. There we go. That is more for the mental. There's no spiritual poison, illusions. None of that is going to influence our mental state at all. As it's going to double down. And I noticed that this stamina is doubling down on not just our defense and endurance, but also our mental fortitude. I love it. We have stamina in the brain, oath to karma, strikes against the champion are reflected in spiritual kind. Evildoers feel the burden of their actions magnified. Wow, this is like the penance there from Ghost Rider. Strikes against the champions reflected in spiritual kind. Yeah, you're gonna feel all of that. The stronger the opponent is, the more burden, the more damage that character, that foe is gonna take. All right, let's keep going. Who do we have for power?
Akayati, fierce guardian of mantras, power equivalent, power of Zeus, unleashes Vudra lightning from mantras, protective spells, shield from dark magic, lightning-infused chants, create energy fields and barriers, unlocks secret magical realms.
Okay. Oh, now we're talking. Champion can channel bolts of mantra, charge lightning, used for both offense and purification. Yeah, I love it, man. I love it. Wow. This is going to be an unstoppable force. Mystic shielding. Mantra bearers appears around allies, deflecting dark spells and corruptive energy. There you go. That's even more of a protection. This champion is not to be played with. You are not going to cause any harm. I'm starting to see that Shazam should really actually be overpowered. Like in his stories, there should be no problems that Shazam should be going up against. A lot of his foes, if they're not on his level, it should be a quick chapter, a quick story read. The first page, it should be over. Dimensional gateways allow champion to unlock ancient doors between magical realms. So now we got a little bit mobility that's gonna allow us to move around in different astral planes and between realms and stuff. This is crazy. This is what I mean about knowing that the Shazam, the different categories, the power should definitely stick out. And right now, it is sticking out. Pause. Let's see. Wrath chant application. The louder the chant, the stronger the lightning output, making the power emotionally driven. Ooh. The more emotionally driven you are, the stronger the lightning output is. The louder you chant, the stronger. Man, it is tied to emotion. That is different. That is almost limitless. Do we keep going? Yeah, we keep going. Let's talk about the courage.
Vajrapani, Bodhisattva of power, power. Equivalent, courage of Achilles. Unshakable will and fearless heart. Protects allies and never wavers in belief. Emits an aura of confidence that breaks illusions and fear. Can challenge even divine level entities without flinching.
All right, we talking about the willpower, the inner strength, the divine courage, unyielding spirit. We got a fear berserker aura. Enemies near the champion experience doubt and hesitation, while the allies feel hope and bravery. Yeah, we need this champion front and center, ready for action. The allies around this champion is gonna feel like they gonna feel like they gods in a way, you know. And then you go against the enemies, and they gonna feel doubt. They gonna feel hesitation, unsure, scared, and that is not the side you want to be on. A technique that can dispel power into one punch that can rupture. Oh wow! So now we got this one punch ability that can rupture even mystical armor or enchantments. This champion is dripping with magical powers. I love it. We got the lightning, the magic. This is a Shazam character ready for war. Titan challenge. The champion can stare down godlike foes and not flinch, sometimes causing hesitation and even the strongest enemies. So we're going to double down on the hesitation when it comes to the enemies. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. What more do we want for the champion, man? What the This is a Titan beast. This is a force of nature. Wow, this champion is something else. This is crazy. All right, last but not least, let's close it out with the speed.
Terra, Green Terra, goddess of compassion and action. Power equivalent, speed. Of Mercury, swift action and flight. Movement between realms. Teleportation. Reflexes heightened to divine instinct. Graceful, fluid motion in combat.
Tara, okay, the goddess of compassion and action. Let's talk about it. Now, we got this speed, man. This champion moves with divine grace, appearing as a blur of green lights. Wow, so this champion can teleport between spiritual and material worlds, crossing boundaries in moments. This champion can teleport. That is almost instant if you think about it. Their fighting styles is serene and elegant, almost dance-like, evading attacks with poise. Their movement immensely soft. Okay, so now we can confuse enemies while also moving at a blur with grace. This is fast. I am not mad at this choice for the speed. It makes sense. Probably one of the fastest characters we have when it comes to the Shazam characters. Y'all let me know about this one, how y'all feel about it. Let me know in the comments. Y'all stay safe.